It's Saturday once again, Saturday morning. You guys know what we're going to do. We're going to do the Market Watch Report. My 34th straight weeks in a row. I've been doing this for you all. Taking the numbers, seeing who has what at what prices. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed yet, this is a perfect time to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, any of my Market Watch, 90% Market Watch reports. And these are like the best type of videos to share out to people, folks, if to educate people. Educate people at your local farmers market. Educate people at your local restaurants. Educate people at your local restaurants, butcher shops, ice cream parlors, whatever. Local. Let's get it local. Let's get people taking silver and gold as physical payment. Get out of the dollar. Let's get into it right now. We're going to start with APMEX this week. The H stands for Franklin Halves. The Q stands for Washington Silver Quarters. The D stands for Roosevelt Silver Dimes. APMEX, $234.88 for $10 face of Franklin Halves. Quarters, $231.30 for $10 face. Roosevelt Silver Dimes, $115.65 for $5 face. Their breakdown this week is $11.74 for Franklin Halves, $5.78 each for Washington Silver Quarters, and the Roosevelt Silver Dimes comes out to be $2.31. How about SD? SD was a little funny again this week. They had the halves listed as rolls. $241.54, $10 face. They had quarters, they had dimes, but they were either valued rolls or they had them in a mix. So you could either get quarters or dimes, $10 face, but there was different prices. So I'm calling them out. Technically, they're not out completely, but it's a mix. Valued rolls, mixed rolls, whatever. Can't really, it's not apples for apples. Be careful when you're looking at APMEX too, because they do have a cheaper dime roll value as well, and they're valued rolls. There's nothing wrong with the valued rolls. The problem that could be with the value rolls is they could be slicks, they could be mixed with bobbers, they could be mixed with mercuries, they could be just a mixed bag of everything. I'm trying to compare for apples, folks. So at SD, the only thing we can report on this week is for Franklin Halves for $12.07 each. JM, Franklin Half rolls with $237.60 for $10 face. Same with the quarters. $237.60, $10 face. Roosevelt Silver Dimes is $120.59. At JM's breakdown, $11.88 each for Franklin Halves. Silver quarters, $5.94. Silver dimes, $2.41. Monument Metals, please note, is a sale. They're still having a sale going on. $225.30 for $10 face. Quarters was $230.02 for $10 face. And the Roosevelt Silver Dimes is $115.01 for $5 face. Their breakdown was $11.27 each for Franklin Halves. Quarters was $5.75 each. And the Roosevelt Silver Dimes was $2.30 each. How about channel sponsor Pinbacks? Channel sponsor Pinbacks came in at Franklin Halves, $229.60 for $10 face. Same price for the Washington Silver Quarters, $229.60 for $10 face for Washington Silver Quarters. And the Roosevelt Silver Dimes comes in at $114.80, and they're still doing the 5 rolls plus, folks. $3 off when you buy 5 rolls or more. Check them out. Grab them up now before they're gone. Their breakdown at channel sponsor Pinbacks was $11.48 each. Quarters was $5.74 each. Roosevelt Silver Dimes comes to be $229 each at the $114.80 price. You get them a little bit cheaper if you get 5 rolls or more once again. Our ball friends at Hero Bowling, they came in at $228.90 for $10 face. Washington Silver Quarters comes in at $227.40, And the Roosevelt Silver Dimes comes in at $113.70 for $5 face. Heroes Breakdown this week was $11.45 each. Washington Silver Quarters comes in at $5.68 each. And the Roosevelt Silver Dimes comes in at $2.27 each. There's your lineup for this week, folks. Prices are down. We all know that. We're going to get into the numbers next. I want to give a shout out to channel sponsor Pinbacks. They still got the rolls of dimes on sale, folks. That's the best price that I found, according to this information, when you're buying 5 rolls or more. Get them while you can. Don't wait. If you're able to afford to do so, it might be the back up the truck moment. I don't know what's going to happen next week. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. I don't make no commission off the sale. Don't want to use the link I put in the comment section? Don't use it. Because I really don't make any commissions at all. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. So thank you to the viewers out there. Let's get into the numbers this week, how the coins are melting for this week. How much they're melting for. You might want to put your little seatbelt on, folks, as you might be shocked at some of these prices that we're used to seeing. Just giving a warning right now. War nickels now have a melt value. Have $1.67 each. Your silver dimes are now melting for $2.15 each. Your silver quarters have a melt value of $5.37 each. Your 90% silver halves have a melt value of $10.74 each. Yeah, that's when you see it was 11, 12 plus. Yeah, that's an ouch. Your 40% silver halves now have a melt value of $4.39. I think last week we were at 501, folks. So yes, our coin shop that I work for are still selling for $5 each. We ain't diverting from that price. That's a price set in stone for now until we get to $5.50. Once we get to $5.50, we will raise it. Then our owner likes them too much. That's his I don't want to sell them price. So we will see how this week plays out, how fast silver ramps back up. When we were getting close to the $5 or even over the $5 melting, people were gobbling them up. So they were less than melt value, so there you go. We might have a hard time selling them now. Hey, I still love the 40% no matter what. No, I'm not buying them from the coin shop that I work with at $5 each. I try to get them less than melt value all the time. My eyes are always open for the 40%ers, no matter what. The Morgan and Peace dollars have a melt value now at $22.96. Your American Silver Eagles have a melt value of $29.69. So let's clean these off the table. Now we're going to get into the silver, gold, platinum from year to date. It's down, folks. Silver's down. We'll see what gold's going to do here in a minute. Silver, we're still up. Barely 28 cents year to date. Or up 0.97%. Gold, king of all metals. Gold has not done that bad at all, folks. Up $415.10 or up 15.72%. So gold's holding its own. That should tell us something right there. Silver just got oversold in the paper market. I released some information yesterday about that. Why that may have happened. I got that information in the other video from yesterday. Last video from yesterday, I should say. If you've not checked that one out, check that one out. I highly recommend that one. Platinum. Still up $4.80 or up 0.53%. Copper was leading the way. Copper's no longer leading the way. 0.36 cents up or up 8.98%. Another one, copper just got beaten up over this sell-off. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is supposed to be the digital gold. Bitcoin's not trading like gold. It's supposed to be the new digital gold, not trading like gold. Down $10,668.65, or down 11.30%. Please take a note. I took these numbers last night at around 7:30 p.m. So this might be different from what you're seeing today. Bitcoin, can't do nothing about it. It trades 24/7. So no matter when I take the numbers, it's always going to be wrong for somebody out there. Dow Jones, down 4,239.36 in points, or down 9.94%. So you got silver outperforming the stock market in percentages. You got gold way outperforming the stock market in percentages. You got copper, you got platinum. All the metals are doing better in percentage over the Dow Jones market. But Dow Jones is doing actually better in percentages over Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's supposed to be the new safe haven. I'll let you guys figure that one out on your own on that. Where do I think where the market's going to go this week? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see this last dip. I mean, there's reasons why this last dip happened in silver. We cannot panic. Cannot panic sell. Is this the moment to back up the truck? It could be. All right? I'm still watching things. When I see a deal, when I think it's a deal for me, I'm going to pick it up, folks. That's always going to be my nature. Of course, you need fiat dollars to do that. So I'm being very careful right now, even with the dip, being very careful what I'm getting right now. That's just me. When I'm starting to see people coming in to buy maybe a little too much at one time. I have to keep saying this. Cost average your stack. It's the only way we're going to win. A little at a time. You know, yeah, maybe I got a little emotional yesterday in some of my videos. But you got to take it on my standpoint of what I'm the one who's behind the counter, either buying from somebody, selling to somebody. And some of these people you get to know. Maybe not on a 100% personal level, but they come in all the time. And then all of a sudden they want to sell. But they get panic. Or they will try to buy too much. And you know their routine. They buy too much, they come in and sell. They get panic, they come to sell. You're not going to win, folks. All right, you're just not going to win that way. Why are we selling for paper, fiat, dollars? And where the heck are you going to put it? You're going to put it in the stock market? That's down. You're going to put it in Bitcoin? That's down. You're going to throw in some of these meme coins? Some of those meme coins are down 60% year to date. Where else are you going to put your money? Your fiat dollars. The metals are still holding better than anything else out there. Silver will come back. We know that's very highly manipulated paper market. We got to keep playing the game. It's not affecting gold. Gold's a little manipulated too. But the central banks are buying gold like crazy. There's a couple comments in the section. Is this a good time to trade gold down for silver with over 100 to 1 ratio? You know, may not be a bad idea. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, I don't own gold. I don't own a lot of physical gold coins. I don't own any. I own goldbacks. I own very fractional gold pieces, folks. And I'm talking very fractional. So that is not something, if someone comes into me at the coin shop and ask me that, I'm going to tell them the same thing I'm telling you. Go with your gut. You know, it's hard for me to say, you know, yeah, go ahead and do it, but I don't own any gold per se. So that's really not the best person to ask that, to be honest with you. I mean, that is what I'm being. I'm being honest with you folks that I really don't like to answer that question, because that's like more of like a financial question to be asked. But overall, looking at the bright picture, may not be a bad trade. I'll leave it as that. You know, it may not be a bad time to, you know, if you have gold and you think you got too much gold, yeah. But keep in mind, on the flip side of it, central banks are still buying gold. Gold did not take a huge dip in percentages, or even the dollar look of it. Gold's still up, folks. I think gold's got room to move still. Silver's got definitely room to move at this point. How fast will silver come back? That's yet to be seen. I'm still getting silver. I still believe in silver. It's a bottomable situation. When the dollar collapses, and notice I said when, and it's not an if, it's going to be a when. And how soon that will be, again, nobody can put a date on that. Protect yourselves, folks. Protect your family. Cost average your stacks. If you folks have any questions for me, please reach out to me in my email. It's in every single description on every single video. We will keep an eye on the markets. We will keep doing these 90% market watch every single Saturday morning. Doing it for 34 weeks in a row. I'm not going to stop now. It's too important to me, and I know it's too important to a lot of you folks out there, what's going on with the market, because I know a lot of you guys and girls stack 90% silver, and I love it when you guys say, I got a roll of silver quarters, I got a roll of half dollars, I just picked up 3 rolls of silver dimes, I just ordered 5 rolls of dimes from Pinbacks. Whatever the case may be, the more 90% silver we can stack away, that is going to be less in the market for later on. We got the strong hands, folks. Let's keep stacking the 90% silver. Let's keep wiping it off the market. We will be rewarded at some point. I got faith in that. And to the next video, Coin Shop Chris is out. See you this afternoon.